Hey everyone, Don and Ash here,
Hello.
back for another reaction video. This time we're going to be continuing on with our NF series with the next song off the Search album called I Miss the Days. We don't have a music video for this one, but seems like one that's going to be a little bit reminisceful.
Yes.
So I'm ready for the feels. I'm ready to hop into it and see what it's all about.
Yep. I think I'm ready.
Well, without further ado, let's hop in.
I miss the days when I had a smile on my face and wasn't so caught up in all of the small things. Wasn't so adamant that I could handle everything alone. It wasn't so cautious and always exhausted. And actually listen to things that my heart said. Riding my bike, it's riding my bike. Not overthinking my life. Not always wondering if I'm a likable person or someone that nobody likes. Not always stressing about money or losing my job or scared I ain't making a flight. Not always going to bed every night with this knot in my stomach that never unwinds. What happened to me? Yeah, what happened to me? When did I start to believe I wasn't worth it and question my purpose to breathe? Wondering who I should be. Happiness out of my reach. Scared to get back on my feet. Need to get rid of what's detrimental, but it's hard to let go when the thing that hurt you help you get to your dreams. See, I miss the days when I wasn't so faded. Love wasn't always invasive. I could embrace it. Just innocent waiting. Not always living in anguish. When did I break it? Become overtaken. What was the moment I caved and gave away all of my faith and made a replacement? I miss the days when I miss the days when I miss the smiles we had when we were young. I miss the memories of feeling love. I miss us running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids, yeah. I feel like life was so much simpler then, yeah. When we had joy and we were innocent. I give it all to feel that way again, way again. Give me my mind back, yeah. Give me my mind back. The one that told me I was worth something when I fall flat, yeah, fall flat. The one that told me I was worth something when I'm off track. Back when my imagination wasn't in the cage and it was free to run fast, yeah. Give me my mind back, yeah. Give me my mind back. Before it was hijacked and wasn't described as a place of limitation, always indicating I can't handle everything from my past. Hated anything it dissects till I'm depressed. I know I'm blessed, but I'm cursed too. Take me back when I was happy, but I wasn't acting. Vulnerable, but didn't see it like some kind of weakness or a thing that's unattractive. Had emotion, but I learned to mask it. Didn't know what I was running after. Didn't know the older I would grow, the more I lose control and take another baggage. It's really sad when everything you thought was stable crashes. Everything you thought would take the sadness really only made it deeper, got me off the deep end asking, will we ever feel like we imagined? Will we ever feel like we adapted? Will we ever feel like we did back then? Just take me back when, just take me back when. I miss the smiles we had when we were young. I miss the memories of feeling love. I miss us running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids, yeah. I feel like life was so much simpler then, yeah. When we had joy and we were innocent. I give it all to feel that way again, way again. Yeah. I miss the smiles we had when we were young. I miss the memories of feeling love. I miss us running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids, yeah. I feel like life is so much simpler then, yeah. When we had joy and we were innocent. I give it all to feel that way again, way again.
Cool. So I do remember the song. I have heard it in, a YouTube kind of binging YouTube, just letting it autoplay or whatever. Have heard this one before, recognized it by the chorus, and this one is just another relatable topic that he chose that everybody kind of goes through. I feel like. For me, parts where I related was like when he spoke about like being a kid and just riding his bike and being kind of worry free and stuff like that. There's this one time, I think everybody has like specific memories that for some reason they just stick around.
Yeah.
And like I remember this one memory, probably like before I got into skateboarding because I skateboarded for like 16, 17, 18 years, something like that. And it was just when I had a bike when I was probably like 6, 7 years old, and like going off this like little makeshift like wooden ramp we made on the sidewalk, and it that it's like a 7 second memory of like it. The memory begins of me already being up to speed and then just hitting the jump, and like my chain fell off or something, and like that's the memory. Like that's it. And I'm like, I don't understand. Okay, brain, you do your thing, man. And it's that's just like it's just a reminiscent thought. Like I just there's nothing else I can pull from it rather than being like every time it crosses my brain just like zip and it just goes by quick. I'm like, yeah, that was nice, right? And you know, another thing that I feel like many people, including me, have said throughout time is just like there's a time or a moment when you hang with your friends for the last time and you don't know it, right? So that's just like you don't know it till often like years later,
Yeah.
and it's just like um, there's nothing like I've never understood what to pull from those thoughts other than that you just think that was nice, right? Like
Yeah.
that's all you can do, and I guess that's like the whole that encompasses what reminiscing is. I
You
guess
just
like, yeah. It was nice though, and I also think one thing before I forget, I just want to point out like I think that a lot of maybe reminiscing has to do with a lot of when I'm going to go back to like things that when you were a kid. For me personally, I've kind of this is how I understand it. In my brain is to it has a lot to do with like almost like being naive. Like when you're a kid, it's not like the world was any less difficult, but your world was less difficult because like what does it have to do with age? You know what I mean? Like what does it have to do with
yeah.
age rather than it having to do with when responsibility starts to come in, it's when you start to learn about the world. Like
The
I feel like learning about the world more is both a good thing and a
and
bad thing because I feel like the more knowledge that I have about things, like let's take YouTube videos. This is we're all here, right? The more knowledge, like I studied a long time about how to make good YouTube videos, how to grow subscribe, blah 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 blah. And the more that you know about something before starting, the more that you also know about all the bad things that can go wrong. So the more that you're trying to build up this pariah of knowledge to be like, I feel good about this, I can do it, you're also building up this doubt. So it's just like the concept of balance, light and shadow. It's like they just always go up together,
yeah.
right? And you just have to start while you're a little bit naive. Because I feel like not knowing is a benefit to you.
It's
Because
like
you
yeah,
don't
it's like
yeah.
that doubt doesn't come in as quickly.
No, it's yeah. It absolutely doesn't, and but it does catch up quick.
yeah.
So you have to start before it's like a slingshot. Like it's like okay, run, and the slingshot's pulling back, and you only have a certain amount of time before it lets go. And it's like that song was like run, dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun. That's all I hear in my head, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
really like the song. I like the flow of it, and it just puts a bit of a reminiscent smile on my face.
Yeah, definitely. And like and I'm the same way. As soon as I heard the chorus, I was like, "Oh, okay. I recognize the chorus. Not so much the rest of it." Um, but it definitely a great throwback and uh I was having the same thoughts where like yeah, as you're getting older, your responsibilities start adding up, right? And they some days they feel a bit heavier than others. But yeah, it's really important I guess to not lose that like childlike innocence or playfulness in yourself.
The question is really how do you do that?
Yeah.
It's just like I want to maybe just not change your stance. I just want to like just food for thought is
Sure.
like when we're adolescent or whatever. uh, Responsibility is sure it comes in for everybody generally as we get older, but that doesn't last forever. Like you know what I mean. So as you get older and older and older, obviously older people have less responsibility. Um, but that responsibility can start honestly. Forget being like in your 20s or 30s. That responsibility can come on in a time where it's just too quick. Like
Yeah.
some kids have to take responsibility on things maybe in like their family life where it's just not it's too much for them. So I feel like that assists in a process that's not good, which is like kids lose their naivety.
Yeah.
they learn too much, or they have to
They
like a kid taking care of a parent's problems, for example. It's like that shouldn't be doing that. They should be
no.
an innocent, kind of like dumb go lucky kid
Yeah,
being a kid, right?
exactly. Yeah,
You
I
know,
agree.
going licking grass outside and worrying about that. Like it's yeah, they shouldn't be worrying about stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but at the same time, neither should anybody. It sucks for adults to have to worry about that too. It sucks to create this like um this kind of mindset or this frame that like, oh well, as soon as you're adult, you kind of have to deal with those things. That's just what we do. It's just like that's setting the bar so low for all of us, and I think that we can collectively do better. And I think that maybe like leaks into conversations about like the global mental health battle or whatever.
For sure.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
And just in general in the ways that we have our like system set up and stuff, like switching to like, some countries have switched to like the 3-day work week, that would help.
yeah,
That kind of thing.
yeah.
But yeah, some of the lines too were helping me actually like obviously think of my own memories too. Like one of them, what I mentioned about, I think it was when we used to something about having a lot of time in the sun,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. I was thinking back to like all the car drives that Dawn and I would do.
Oh well, we weren't that young then, but I mean,
No,
I
but
mean,
this
those aren't
was-
childhood memories, but those are cool memories for
Yeah,
sure.
like even like this was a lot. I guess a lot of the memories of when we started dating. So like, that's still like 10 years ago. There's significance here. We can be nostalgic about it. But I remember like when we would just kind of pick a direction and go, and like one time we found ourselves by like this giant sunflower field, and like I have that picture in my memory, right? And I just couldn't help but smile.
I'm pretty sure I know where that is still. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could just drive. I'm like, I know where that is.
Yeah. We should just do it every summer.
Yeah, no, it's I guess something that you see or I see older couples do, because if you're into cars at all and you see this at car shows, um, you might some people might not understand why not why young people don't like car shows. Obviously, young people like car shows, right? Car is fancy, vroom vroom, right? But some people might be like, why do all these old people go to all these car shows and stuff like that? And it's honestly because those are the same people that would have been going to the car shows when they were young, and it's just like a cool escape to um, kind of do something, with your significant other.
Yeah.
The drive out there is part of the fun. The journey out there is part of the fun. Spending time with people who like to do the same thing, obviously.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is just the I guess the spontaneous drive. There were a lot of and all the drives that she's talking about like happened in a specific car for me. So like 20 and you too. So like
Yeah.
10 years from now or 15 years from now, when we're talking about like classic car shows for that car that I have, it'll be fun for us, I guess, to go
Yeah.
out to those, because that'll be a big it'll encompass a lot of reminiscent feelings for us on basically what we used to do.
Yeah, exactly. And you get the same feelings now. Like we both have Volkswagens, so it's like when we see other Volkswagen owners with like the older style, like Don has a 96 and I have a 92. But like when we get to see people like driving around in those cars too, there's that instant connection, right? Where you're like, hey, like
Yeah,
it's
no.
such a fun experience. So it's nice to have those, I guess, to memories to look back on and also look forward to for future.
Yeah,
Future
no,
meets,
yeah,
sorry.
no, for sure. I was like future,
As like future meets, future events, future adventures.
for sure.
Yeah, no, this song was really awesome at bringing those feels out. I get that like when you're like, I miss the days I miss, right? It feels a bit sad, but you're also looking back at really happy memories. So yeah, you can't help but smile.
Yeah, no, it's both hands. It comes in both hands, right? So, um, when your hands are spread apart, the water's only going to go in between. So to collect it, you got to put your hands together. So it's both. Um, would love to know you guys' favorite moments from this song, favorite memories and stuff like that. What makes you think of, and just another banger off the Search album. Search album's so good. Like I said,
Yeah,
it's really an accumulation of a lot of things that the previous albums were individually good at, and I think that this really wraps it together.
definitely.
And then like I've said before, the hope is just a step above. It's like just um really tweaked out that formula to perfect it. So this is cool. If you're liking our journey so far, it's almost over. So please join us on liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I think we're done all our NF songs at the end of this month. So not much more to go. Hopefully we see you in the comments before then. Like I said, like and share and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. All right.
Bye.